Hello fan collectors. Today I'm going to show you my 52-inch Moss Heirloom series ceiling fan. I want to say it was manufactured sometime in the early to mid 1980s, and this is slightly different from the antique brass one I showed you in another video. This one's in a little bit better condition though, but that's not the point. And it's also polished brass, but that's not the point. Here's some of the details of it that I will point out. It does have the same vent pattern, but the GE vents on it are a little bit different. These ones I think are a little bit wider. It's got a plain sideband, GE vents on top, the signature Moss slide-up canopy. And another difference between this one and the antique brass one is that this one uses a double claw mounting system, whereas the other one had a J-hook mounting system with a big rubber bushing in the middle. But this one uses double claw mounting system like on the WF series, where it has two bushings on the end that stick out to ensure a smooth operation on the fan. And it came initially with stencil blades. I think the camera's picking up the stencil. And we saw the side I have face down. I think I'll turn it a little later, show it then. There's the reverse switch. It has the, I don't know how well you can see it, but there. The Casablanca type switch cap, where it screws on the bottom rather than on the side. Speaking of Casablanca, Moss manufactured this fan to knock off the ever popular Casablanca Zephyr. So in other words, this was like the poor man's Casablanca Zephyr. It cranked out just as much air because it has a chunky spinner motor, like my turtle fan that I showed you in another video. That thing cranked out a lot of air. And the last turtle fan I had up, the blades were screwed in with flathead screws rather than Phillips, commonly found on most ceiling fans. So I surmise that last turtle fan was indeed a Moss, given the number one, the flathead screws, and there was a tag inside the canopy that said mount no more than 1/4 of an inch from the ceiling. And if I didn't mention, I got this fan off Craigslist, and another collector accompanied me when I did that. It was up in his region when I visited him in his local habitat. Do a little trade. Listen to some Tom Petty, but that's another story. But it did not come with this light kit. This light kit came brand new from, I got it at Home Depot in 2007. And it was brand new. It was like $10. It was made by Westinghouse. And that was like the only thing remotely vintage they had there. That was complimentary to vintage ceiling fans. And I wanted to find a fan that was like 4 blades that would, this would get 4 lights and 4 blades, make for a good combo. So I wanted to do that. Plus they had like generic turtle fitters, those 3 light kind you commonly found on builder fans and huggers. But ever since this decade began, I guess Home Depot ditched these light kit fitters, which absolutely sucks. And the light that came with this fan was it was white. It was kind of an unusual light kit. Just did not go well with the fan at all. So I still have it, but I'm saving it for a white fan, obviously. But let's shed a little light on the situation. Oh, by the way, these pulls were something I added as well. Could not be better. See, here's the blade arm. tip of the blade. I'll go back a little bit further so you can see with the illumination. Since I dressed it up right, looks like something you would expect to see in a restaurant. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to rev it up, first on low. By the way, this looks like the ceiling fan using the Weather Channel segment, Weather in Your House, and the one that featured, talked about ceiling fan usage. I know that one was a King of Fans, whatever, the model escapes me now, but it didn't have a light kit, but ever since I saw that, I wanted a GE vent fan with polished brass, 4 blades, 52-inch diameter, and plain blades. And voila, I got one. Okay, medium. It's only on medium and it's cranking out a lot of air. Kind of like a lot of my Palm Air ceiling fans. And even some of my Turtle fans as well. I would say that the medium on this is on par with the Hunter Lansdowne over yonder on high, but since it's getting cold out, I decided to set it to low. Alright, if you think this is a lot of air, wait till you see on high. And I kid you not. Just what you'd expect from a Moss ceiling fan. Wow. This thing is super fast. On high. It's like a hurricane. Okay, I'm going to power it down from this switch. Have a little spin down race. That's the cool thing about when I film fans at this location, do a little spin down race. Although the Hunter's set to low this time. But I think it's still fun to watch anyway. It's got a long spin down time. I mean, this fan looks absolutely perfect. And Moss is a childhood brand for me. It's raining outside if you wonder what that sound was. Weather here's been pretty unusual. It's November as I film this. Well, the Hunter stopped first, I think. I don't know what that means to the fellow fan collectors. And that thing was on low. Well, I think they stopped within seconds of each other. But I'm going to do a little tour of my display because I since updated it. There's the Emerson turn of the century. It's been a background fan in a lot of my videos. I'll do a video of it sometime. But for those who are wondering, yep, that's a new light I put on it, and that came off my Casablanca Designer Series, but I thought it looked better on this one. Anti-breast fitter matches the ornate sideband, so that looks very, very becoming on it. Even has a huge light bulb. That one's on restaurant speed in reverse. There's my 42-inch air-cool hugger. Video soon to come of that, so stay tuned, folks. Lay Delta has not budged. And back to square one, Moss Heirloom Series ceiling fan. Thank you for watching. More to come. Take care, everybody.